I'm still going to say that I think the conclusion we will reach at the end of this motoring first is that there is a price delta. It is not a small price delta anymore because of the electronics being added back to the Adventure X and all of that. But I still think that's the default adventure motorcycle in the KTM lineup, and it's not the 250 Adventure.
Thank you for watching.
Honestly, I mean, to me, if you don't want to watch this whole thing, don't.
And the 250 seems like it has all the adventure parts that you would want from an adventure bike, with milder performance. And to me, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
Hello, I was not interested in it at all.
You were not?
If it wasn't for the number of posts we saw on motoring circles saying, but what about the 250 Adventure? Honestly, I don't know that I would have asked Bajaj saying, hey, listen, what's happening with the 250 Adventure? Can I get a bike or not?
Okay, why is that? Is the price differential not much between the
No,
two?
see, when I look at the 250s, I always consider the idea saying this will be new rider friendly with a lot of headroom to grow.
Correct.
But the 390 Adventure X is already that bike because of the street mode. It's a super mild 40 bhp bike. So when somebody says, can I get a street 400 as a first bike? I am not too concerned. Because when you start to get serious performance out of a speed 400, there is vibration enough on that bike to let you know that you're doing something beyond the ordinary and normal, right? There's an indication saying, pay attention now.
Vibration as a safety mechanism.
Well, it's not ideal, but it does happen,
Yeah.
right? But when you take it to the Scrambler 400X, which also has the vibration at some level, but it's a larger, slower moving, calmer machine. So it gives you headroom. And on the KTM Dukes, we come back to the 250 because the 390 gives you no headroom. And therefore, even when you say I am experienced, I have a lot of bikes, I still won't have 3 more questions before I say, yeah, okay, maybe you should get it, right? So from that perspective, what is the role of the 250 Adventure if you take price out of the equation for a minute? The 390 Adventure X is exactly there, sitting there, doing exactly that role.
Okay, you're saying because the 390 Adventures performance characteristics are significantly different from the Duke, which is a very on kind of
Correct.
motorcycle, and this is kind of a calmer and
Yeah, because
easier to ride bike.
yeah, because the 390 Adventure X doesn't let you build to 46 bhp quickly. It takes its own sweet time to get there, but it is a reasonably quick motorcycle, so you're not dying of boredom on the way
Right.
there.
Right.
So to me, I'm still going to say that I think the conclusion we will reach at the end of this motoring first is that there is a price delta. It is not a small price delta anymore because of the electronics being added back to the Adventure X and all of that. But I still think that's the default adventure motorcycle in the KTM lineup, and it's not the 250 Adventure.
Thank you for watching.
Honestly, I mean, to me, if you don't want to watch this whole thing, don't. My conclusion is, please stretch. I've ridden this motorcycle 170 kilometers. I've done all the usual things that we do with these motorcycles except for taking it off-road. And my conclusion is, I think I would stretch 45,000 rupees. If it took 2 months extra collecting money or whatever, I would do
So
that.
the difference is only that much?
Yeah.
45?
Yeah. Post electronics, pre electronics, it was less, it was 30K.
Oy. Okay.
That's why. So because the price difference in, especially in EMI breakup terms, is not significant, I'm not convinced I would be recommending you buy a 250 Adventure in the first place. Not unless you are coming from a point of saying, listen, I can't make that 40K at all. I am stretching to get to a 250 Adventure. To me, that's the use case for that bike, and that's it. And that's not to mean that it's a bad bike. I'm just saying there is a better bike than this.
It is still a easy motorcycle to ride
Sure.
from the 250 performance standpoint, so
Sure.
it won't feel intimidating.
No.
But it won't feel lacking either on the motorcycle.
No. Okay. Let's look at the hardware. You will immediately understand where this is going. This motorcycle is exactly identical to the 390 Adventure X
without the
minus the electronics. It's exactly the same bike. It has those wheels, so 19 front, 17 rear.
alloy wheels.
Alloy wheels. It has those tires, which is the Apollo Trampler XR. Hugely good tire. I've used it a lot now. I'm frankly telling you, it's one of the best tires I've tested in the recent past. And by all counts, on the road, off the road, everything.
So just since you brought this up, yours is the Adventure S or whatever
Same
you call
tires.
it, right? So the
But I have a 21 front, but the
21
same
front,
tires.
but they're the same pattern, everything.
Everything is the same. Okay, so great tires. Now, you have the same brakes as the 390 Adventure X also. You have the same dual channel ABS as the 390 Adventure also. You have the same quick shifter up and down as the 390 Adventure X also. So the only electronic difference is now the 390 Adventure X gets cruise control.
Right.
Because of the IMU, it gets lean sensitive traction control and ABS, whereas this motorcycle only has ABS, on which you can only turn the rear off. That's it.
Okay.
Body panels, same. Handlebar,
Color
same.
option.
Color options very similar, but the 250's back parts are black, whereas the 390 Adventure X has colored panels. So if it is a white front, then it's an orange back, it's an orange front, it's a white back. Here you have orange and black, but the back panels remain black.
Black.
That is a clip from MotorInc. And what that means is, if you'd like to see more of these, you can do two things. One is stay on this channel, subscribe and watch more, or you can come to the main MotorInc channel where you'll find a much longer video that discusses this idea in a lot more detail.